Unless you've been living under a rock, you have to know that this weekend was the Super Bowl. Or for me, Monday. But that's neither here nor there. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for the guy that did the Super Bowl performance, Bad Bunny. A week or two after he won the Grammy, if you haven't seen this reaction clip, it's fucking hilarious. It's a really good album, and the song they're even using to convey that is fucking fantastic. But, like, he deserves it. But that's neither here nor there. In his speech, he is using his platform to convey what both he and I probably believe, is the opinion of most, Americans, and even most not-Americans. But, like, yeah, he's using his platform to say, ice out. Because, like, if you're Puerto Rican, you're an American citizen. You shouldn't be worried about being racially profiled. He's just, like, saying the opinion we all believe, which leads up to the Super Bowl, where, if you haven't seen it, it was fucking incredible. It is the best. I think it's the only 99% Spanish Super Bowl I feel like that has happened in a long time, if not ever, because it's mostly white people, even if you include Michael Jackson in that. I don't know. I like the direction we're going in with Super Bowls, where we're saying a message. Like, a year on from, what is his name, Kendrick, preaching to the choir, and getting 1 million people to say minor on public television. But, like, yeah, it's him living his best life, as you can see, with all of these non-United States America countries. Like, the entire continent. Not just South, not just North, everyone. All of these tiny countries, including Puerto Rico. What was the last one? Yeah, and then Lady Gaga, which was crazy. I feel like she's at more Super Bowls without her name tagged on it than she is with it. And then it ends with what we'll get to. Probably this is the soul of the show, is the end of it. But, like, in between, we have Latin American, I would say, superstars of, like, Cardi B, Karol G, Pedro, for fuck's sake, and Jessica Alba. Just, like, here, living their best life. It's good to show off what your countries have to offer. And, like, these staples of American culture, I would say, aren't from the country. But there is more. Like, the people that got married. The people that got married at the Super Bowl, which is fucking... like the fourth time this happened, but it's still fucking good every time. And then, you can tell the event is big when you've got a well-renowned white boy, if you have him dancing to the event. I thought I'd put that in there, because that was really fun. Random white boy who doesn't know a lick of Spanish. Yes, and then we get to the end of the event, where he says every country in greater America, in both South and North. It takes a minute, but it's worth it. And then he says in Spanish, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. And then he spikes the fucking football with an army of Latin Americans, which is beautiful. Like, you can even see it from the angle of Ludwig. You can see the fucking billboard. Is that the only part they translated? I think it was. Because everything else was in Spanish, or the fucking broadcast that said, speaks in Spanish. It's so funny. It's so bad, but it's so funny. Yeah, like, beautiful. Even Hungrybox is like, shit was flames. Well-known Latin American smasher. But yeah, like, it's a beautiful moment. We're talking about this forever, but this is only half of what I want to talk about. Because there is drama, unfounded drama, from everyone's favorite dickhead, Jake Paul, who said, and I quote, this is not my opinion, purposely turning up the halftime show, let's rally together and show big corporations they can't just do whatever they want without consequences. And what they want, in this case, is to have a fake American citizen perform who publicly hates America. That's fucking crazy. To call the action, like, you can say what you want about big corporations. The NFL is kind of a bit fucked, but the thing that they can't just do, in his opinion, is have a fake American citizen perform. That's fucking crazy. And is the most racist thing I think I've ever heard him say, apart from the N-word, which he probably has at some point. But, like, even the community notes has called him out on his bullshit. People who live in Puerto Rico have been identified as US citizens since 1917. Like, since before the end of World War I, for fuck's sake. Like, easily, 80 years before he was born? And additionally, which we'll get, Jerry Rig Everything has his own opinion on this, which is the same as what I'm about to get to. Jake Paul has lived in Puerto Rico since 2021. If anyone's the fake American, it's the one that moved out of the country, literally to get off taxes, because there is no, I think it's income tax. There is no income tax in Puerto Rico. Jake Paul calls Bad Bunny a fake American for being born in Puerto Rico, even though he currently lives there to avoid paying American taxes. You cannot make this shit up. Like, that is the fucking nail in the coffin. You're just grifting off this wonderful moment. But he doesn't just, we'll get to the triple down, but he doubles down immediately. The problem with my tweet is the word fake being misinterpreted. He's not a fake citizen, obviously, because he's Puerto Rican and I love Puerto Rico, and all Americans support the country, but he's fake because of his values and criticism of our great country. Also, you're allowed to criticize your country as per the fucking constitution of most first world countries. So, like, even saying that is fucking dumb. Like, why are you boycotting someone for something they're legally allowed to do? It's because you're projecting? We don't know. I feel like he is for what is about to come out from his fucking descent into madness. But fuck, bro, turn Twitter off. Get off Twitter. If that wasn't enough, he goes to clarify. I wasn't calling anyone a fake citizen because they're from Puerto Rico. I live in Puerto Rico and I love Puerto Rico. You made one tweet when you moved there. I have used my platform to support Puerto Rico time and time again and always will do so. Again, you've probably done it twice. But if you're publicly criticizing us who do their job and publicly hate on America, I'm going to speak on it, period. That's the same reason I don't even know who that is, but I feel like it's a dumb argument to compare the two. If he didn't say Ice Out at the Grammys, would he have even made these tweets? Would he have even boycotted the event? Like, seriously. If you benefit from a country and the platform it gives you, but publicly disrespect at the same time, that's what I mean by fake citizen. He's lucky to benefit from the country. Who else does? The 1%? That he is a part of, technically, and Jake Paul is a part of, they're both... You're shitting on someone for benefiting yet shitting on them. If he wasn't in a position of earning so much money and being so well known in America, he would have been fucking deported by now. Back to Puerto Rico, which again, is an American territory. Like, this is dumb. But then he wraps up this shit show by somehow pulling the reins in at the last minute by saying, and I agree, love is more powerful than hate, love America. Which is the most fucking backhanded thing you can do. Of say all this shit that is all hate, and then say you think love is more powerful. Where is the love? You've had 10 years to show your love, where is it? And like, even the comments are calling him out on his shit. Like Marty Keefe that says, criticizing authority is very American. The first 2 amendments are dedicated towards it, motherfucker. Like, freedom of speech. Especially when it involves talking shit about the government. Like, that was the point. Why do you think America exists? Because they hated the British so much that they told them to go fuck themselves. It's so narrow-minded and such a grift. As you can obviously tell. It's always a grift. But if it wasn't bad enough... what was it? Yeah. If this wasn't bad enough, he proceeded to backtrack in the most obviously a grift fashion. Like, that is the backtrack of the century right there. Of, guys, I love Bad Bunny, I don't know what happened on my Twitter last night, what the fuck. You tweeted. That's what happened. You let your racism out, accidentally. And then there's another clapback from the community notes that says, Jake Paul called Bad Bunny not American, said he can't support him. And then doubled down, and then tripled down, and then posted this bullshit reply trying to get rid of the heat off his back. Like, we even have, like, appearances from the Wild Pucky Show, who you do kind of see on these things more often, if you know anything about Tumblr. He says, you're a net negative of the world, you perishing would yield more joy than misery, how does it feel to be the equivalent of a tumor, societally speaking? Which is just what we're all thinking, but I'm not brave enough to say, because I don't want to get lit on fire. But it's so obviously a grift, and the fact that he backtracked in one sentence is the most pussy shit ever. Like, let me go back to the original thing so you can see what... People are, like, dogging on him internationally. Like, the punch in the face, this gif, which is the funniest shit I've seen in a long time. Like, oh my, it's so funny. The shit scared out of him because he was, because of this punch. Yeah. So funny. Biggest pussy on the internet right now. And if it wasn't bad enough, he thought he would additionally backtrack by putting this in his bio. You're the biggest pussy on the planet, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Spend more time talking about your girlfriend at fucking Milano Cortina. Like, where's the love not hate that you're preaching? Only because he said it. Like, you would have never said that if he didn't speak the truth. Like, that would have never happened. But, in like a unheard of turn of events, Logan Paul said something right for once. I love my brother, but I don't agree with this. Puerto Ricans are American, and I'm happy they were given the opportunity to showcase the talent that comes from the island. Amen. Like, literally, the most correct Logan Paul has ever been. My Twitter chat is right. Doughty complained about the Green Day set that was far more critical. That's what Trump was complaining about, but we all know that was just him trying to pivot away from him not wanting to recognize Latin Americans, or the people that he's currently trying to deport, and saying the worst things about internationally. Like, on the international stage that he has, is calling them worse things than Israel is calling Palestinians. But that's neither here nor there. We're not talking about the 30 Rock performance, because I'd rather kill myself than give, I don't even know what it's called, Truth Social. I'd rather die than give them a platform. All of this video should have been all of the good things that came from this. Like, all of the wonderful things that were showcased. But to wrap this up, we have something from Brian Allen that says, breaking, even after the Super Bowl halftime show ended, Bad Bunny's performance kept the party going outside Levi Stadium. Dancers continued celebrating music, energy, and culture beyond the official broadcast. This is what it's about, man. This is the love, not hate. This isn't the tacking it on to the end of an apology because you feel bad for what you said that you will never backtrack on in public. Like, this is what this show was about. Is this. Like, showcasing what these countries have to offer. Viva Puerto Rico. Like, beautiful. But that's about all I have to say. It is very much like open and shut case of, you're an asshole for saying this. If you're getting spited by a community note, you're often in the wrong. But yeah, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. Like, preach. The most correct you can be. But yeah, the Bad Bunny haters are in shambles. And that's about all I have to say. So yeah, see ya.